Hey, it's Tanya coming at you again with another video. I was supposed to do a part 2 to the recap, just kind of going over what I've been through over the last year. I was supposed to actually do it on July 15th, and I got caught up in a whole bunch of other stuff. I did some other videos, in between then and now, and life just kind of got in the way, so I didn't feel like making videos for a little while. Anyway. After I made a few more videos after that first part 1 of the recap. This is actually part 2 of the recap. And I just wanted to tell you guys that it's been a long road. I am not healed completely just yet, but I have healed to the point where my symptoms are now tolerable. There are some symptoms that have gone away completely. The nerve pain has gone away completely. The burning, I can kind of say completely on the burning because I think it's like almost really completely over in a sense that it's nowhere near as intense as it was in the very beginning. I have been flaring since my last video that I made, and then the videos before that, or the video before that, the first part 1 of the recap. I have flared up. I'm still having some vision issues, so my vision is still a little bit blurrier than usual, but it's tolerable. My eyes get a little bit dry, but it's tolerable. My hair is not falling out in big old clumps like it was in the beginning, although I did have a lot of shedding last month. Let's see, my hands actually had been healing pretty nicely, and they reverted back to flaring up really bad, so I have gloves on. I'm wearing gloves for like a year in a few months. Yeah, my hands are the worst, and it's kind of crazy, but you see, like in other videos that I had or that I've done already, you've seen these gloves many times. I wear these gloves because they're very comfortable. They don't irritate me. They're like a plastic vinyl type of glove. There's the type of gloves that you use to handle meat with in a kitchen. But they're so great. They're so comfortable, and it kind of traps in moisture, so you get like a moisturizing effect on your hands. And when your hands are like really bad, where they're flaking, when you take off the gloves, some of the skin that's supposed to come off anyway comes up with the gloves, which is great. It looks kind of crazy, but it's great because you know that your gloves have pretty much help you exfoliate without having to, yank on your skin or pull it off like I'm a picker, so I like to pick sometimes. It kind of helps with that, but it makes it easier. It makes your hands not feel as tight and dry and not as painful in a sense. They're still painful, but not as painful. So you can do more things with your hands if you have any problems. And if people ask you, why you're wearing the gloves, just let them know, because I have a condition on my hands, and I'm just protecting my hands. And I'm protecting others because your skin cracks, our skin cracks and everything, and they get very itchy and all that. So you want to protect everything. And if you're serving food, of course, you want to make sure you have your gloves on. No skin chippings in my salad, thank you. And let's see what else. The biggest thing right now, I would say, are my legs, my thighs. Because in the beginning, my thighs weren't that bad. They were just really discolored and kind of itchy. But in the past, I would say maybe month, they've been like super itchy. And the burning, again, it's not as intense as it was in the beginning at all. Like at all. So it's mainly just the itching. And, I'm still shedding, flaking, no more oozing. But this hand, for some reason, I was scratching it last week. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but I did. And it did bleed, and it did kind of, ooze a little bit. So I kind of, that was it. No oozing around my neck. And as you can see, my neck is, I can turn my head side to side and all that stuff without pain or anything like that. I can walk upright, again, without pain. Some of the things that have actually been helping me during this time period, as far as like what I put on my skin just for a moisturizer, is I got this jojoba oil from Trader Joe's. I mentioned it before in another video, but this is what the bottle actually looks like. I don't know, I might have showed you before. I'm not really sure. I haven't gone over my other videos to see exactly what I did, but it's 100% pure jojoba oil. It costs like $7.99. at Trader Joe's. It lasts for a very, very long time, and it's very gentle because, you know, it doesn't sting, it doesn't burn, it just kind of like moisturizes. It's kind of feels like an oil that you would normally have, you know, in our skin, so it does very, very well on the skin. It's perfect. You can even use it, you know, head to toe. You can use it in your scalp as well. It doesn't leave an oily residue. It looks oily going on and everything, but after a while, it just kind of sinks into your skin. See, I'm not like greasy right now. In other videos, I was like really, really greasy because I had just put it on before I started the video. Whatever. The shea butter is a lot greasier, so. But I mean, you know, for the most part, I feel really good. I get very tired still, so the fatigue is pretty bad for me still. Sleepless nights has been very difficult for me. There's another product that I use also, if you want to use it. And I've mentioned it before, which was a shea butter, but it looks like this. It's the yellow color shea butter. It looks like blocks like this. And you just take the blocks, you rub it in your hands really, really good to warm it up, and it just kind of loosens up into an oil, and then you put it on your skin. So, you know, my suggestion to you, to all of you sufferers out there, is don't go to the corner store and get, you know, a moisturizer for your skin, because most likely it's going to end up burning your skin. You really want to stick to the most natural products you can possibly find. And the two that have worked the best for me that I will only recommend is the jojoba oil and the shea butter. You could try coconut oil, but honestly, it's going to make you itch too much, especially in the beginning stages. As you progress and get better and your skin gets stronger, then perhaps you can switch over to that. I might use that in the future. I'm not really sure. But for now, that's what works for me. I've also been using a product called glutathione. It's a very, very strong antioxidant to help with your liver and to help cleanse, you know, that. But it's actually been working, I feel, for me. I'm also taking vitamin D3 because I was extremely deficient in vitamin D3, or D rather, just vitamin D. Extremely deficient in the very beginning. I had a lot of problems going on. Getting ready to start taking an adrenal supplement because I was, you know, from adrenal suppression, going through that. A lot of different things. And pretty soon I'm going to start with drinking green smoothies. And I bought the green smoothies, you know, in the store and everything, but I really want to make my own with fresh vegetables, so I know exactly, you know, and fruits, so I know exactly what I'm putting into my body instead of just, you know, going to the store, because who knows what's going on in those factories. I don't know. So I'm going to start doing that very soon. I'm going to be getting a juicer, and I'm going to do that, and that'll be good for me and my daughter, by the way. So, you know, I can walk, my body is loose, my skin doesn't feel all tight and dry, like extra dry anymore. It does get dry, you know, if I don't put any jojoba oil on it. I've tried the moisturizer withdrawal, and I have done the moisturizer withdrawal on my legs and my arms, certain parts of my body, but it's like half the time. I don't do it all the time, just half the time. And now that I'm going to be going back to work tomorrow, unfortunately, I'm going to be using it more. But anyway, still, you know, I'm going to heal completely, so I'm good. I'm good with that. So I'm kind of upset about my hands, you know, going backwards. Kind of upset about that. Kind of upset about a little bit of a flare. But for the most part, I feel great. I feel really good, you know. And one thing I have noticed, I don't even know if this makes any difference or whatever, but before I even knew I had this condition, when I was, you know, going through withdrawal, my body was like going crazy. My brain was like going crazy. It seemed like I was just like not myself at all. I couldn't concentrate, couldn't focus, mood swings, all kinds of stuff going on. And now I feel more like myself, like the old Tanya. So I don't know if that had anything to do with this condition and all. I have no clue, or if something happened, a light switch popped back on in my brain. I had no clue. So, but I feel like myself again, and it feels absolutely fantastic. I've gotten so much support from friends, from family, a lot of prayers, and from people I don't even know, you know, online. I've gotten a lot of support from too. So I want to thank all of you for your support and for your love and everything. And, you know, for the ones that are really stood by me during this time, you know, my true friends that have really stuck by me during this time, I really appreciate you so much. Really appreciate you. A friend of mine, actually, her name is Alicia. Hi, Alicia. She decided that she was going to buy me some jojoba oil just to help me out. And she sent me some money, and I bought some jojoba oil. So, you know, I thought that was really sweet. That was so sweet of her to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. What else? What else? What else? That's pretty much all I wanted to say at this point in time, really. Again, you know, for all you sufferers out there, do what makes you comfortable. Don't let this condition get you down to a point where you become anxiety ridden and just completely stressed out over it and depressed over it. It is difficult in the beginning. It is horrible. I mean, the pain and the suffering is, it's like, why? It's so ridiculous. It's like, why do we have to go through so much? But I'm telling you right now, I've been going through it for over a year and 2 months and a few days. It gets better. It definitely gets better. There will be some times where you might have some drawbacks. You know, you're going to have a bunch of flares, and there's going to be times where you're like, you know, oh my goodness, you know, because I've actually, and also too, I've actually had the chills come back the past 3 weeks. I'm getting chills again, and I'm like, ooh, okay, that's right. Not all my symptoms have gone. You know, some are still here, but again, they're definitely not as intense as before, and some have gone. You know, but yeah, but seriously, do not let this condition get to you. It gets better as days go by. And as the days go by and it gets to a point where you might be at a year and you're still not healed. Or you might be at the 2nd year mark and still not be healed. Your body, everybody's body is different. Everybody's body has their own mechanism for healing. And remember, the skin is the largest organ on the body. It's going to take time to get through all those layers. Okay, we heal from the inside out. Okay, the inside first. All the damage that was done to us on the inside is being healed. And then the skin comes, and, you know, it might get bad. It might be great. It might look normal. It might not. You know, it goes through all kinds of different changes. So just hang in there and, you know, deal with the changes that you're going to go through. But do know that it does definitely get better. And I am proof positive of that. I'm proof that it gets better. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. And thank you so much for watching my videos. For all of you who have been supportive of me, I really appreciate it. For all the phone calls I've received, text messages, emails, messages through Facebook, messages through YouTube, I really, really appreciate every last one of you. And I want to thank you so much because it's helped me so much. And for people who have been praying for me, thank you as well, because I know prayer works. So I've been praying for myself. And wow, I'm just happy I got this far. I got some time and more time to go, but I'm ready. All right. Thank you again for watching my video. I'll see you on the next one, and take care.